Hey, all you wonderful and lovely people out there. Hope everyone's doing well. It's your boy MKS. Hope everyone's doing well and reaching their full potential, doing the best they can, always giving their 100%, and doing your best in life. And anyway, I'm back with another video. I wasn't sure whether to make another video or not, but I don't know if I should apologize for making another list video, because I know I said I'll try to do something different. I'm still trying to think of something different to do, but I thought I'd do a list, talk about a list of my plans for the day, as I wrote on Facebook. So hope someone out there will enjoy it, as I always say. And this video will inspire someone out there to come up with new ideas, or reach your full potential, or give you some sort of inspiration, and hopefully people out there will enjoy it. So anyway, that was the intro. So I'm gonna get on with the list of things I hope to do A.S.A.P. And I normally come up with these lists of 30 ideas, so it's like kind of, obviously, unfortunately, there's only 24 hours in a day, so a lot of time doesn't feel like it's enough, especially when you're like me, because I went to sleep as early as I could, kind of like, well, what I thought was quite early, about 11:30ish, but I kept waking up in the middle of the night or in the early morning, so I couldn't get up till about 11:30 in the end. So by that time, a lot of the day's gone. But anyway, I hope to make the most of it all the same, because I did want to go through my paperwork and stuff like that. So, but anyway, I hope to talk about some of my plans for today and the future generally, and things like that. Anywho, so without further ado, number one, I hope to find out about as many Asian poets as possible. Poets, writers, authors. I know writers and authors, same thing, whichever term you prefer, artists and things like that, and talk about them, and raise their profile. And also, like I've looked on YouTube about Asian writers and things like that, and authors, poets, and whatever, and I've liked some of their videos, so I hope to support them in that way. So I hope that helps them out, and also to raise their profile. Looking at Asian writers and authors and poets in their traditional languages, or their languages, but also in Asian languages, but also writers in English and things like Shashi Thor. I know I talked a bit about some of the writers, but I'm hoping to talk specifically about poets, including spoken word poets, as well as writing poets, and how to raise their profile and that sort of thing. Two, on that note, I love the idea of, say, poets like Benjamin Zephaniah going to parts of Asia, and like my friend Lederick, shout out to Lederick from the dyslexic community. Both are dyslexic, but I love people like that to go to parts of, and maybe Philip Schultz, I hope I pronounced his surname right, going to parts of Asia and talking about how they can support Asians with dyslexia to get into writing or to get into poetry and have the confidence, because in school they might have had that confidence knocked out of them. So I hope they'll get that confidence, and I'd love to be able to in the future to say my videos have helped and inspired people to come up with ideas, and also to put those ideas into practice, most importantly, and to help as many people as possible. Number three, I hope for in the future, like for Asians, to talk about what freedom means to them, but also to have projects like Asian dyslexic authors instead of authors, like play on words. I know I'll probably cover this in some of my other videos, but yeah, I'd love to have things like Asian dyslexic authors instead of authors, like, so it's a little play on words, a little bit of a joke about being dyslexic, and how they can reach their full potential, and how dyslexic people can still become writers, even though we normally struggle with words, but especially with ghostwriters or things like that, and how we can express ourselves in ways like through, like I know of a dyslexic who expresses himself through dance because he struggled in school. So like how we can express ourselves in different ways, and like a lot of dyslexics are good at art. I've seen one recently who's like a big fan of wrestling, and he's only, I think he's about 12, but he was doing like using art to make a picture of John Cena. So I hope to I'm sure many people have heard of John Cena. I don't really follow wrestling, but when I was a kid I probably did. But anyway, so things like that to support dyslexic people, dyslexic artists and things like in Asia. Number 4, I'd love to hear from people from across Asia, especially, as I say, people from the groups I talked about wanting to support. I'd love to hear their aspirations and dreams and goals, and how to help them in the future, and help people from Asia generally to become writers, and to get their books published and things like that. Number 5, I'd love to hear from people from Asia about their dreams and their goals, especially how they can express themselves and learn how to plan and organise their dreams and express those dreams and things like that. And hopefully I'll look into that in May as well. Like next Wednesday, hopefully, all being well at some stage, I'll find out about 30 Asian poets, and talk about them like I did in my video where I talked about 30 Asian writers or authors, whichever term you prefer. Like I talked before about how I like alliteration, like Asian authors, AA, or writing Wednesdays. So I use those terms interchangeably, but hope that makes sense. I know my mind's a bit quirky. Number 6, on that note, as well as achieving my full potential, I hope to help others to achieve their full potential. And I hope, as I say, especially in Asia, especially from disadvantaged backgrounds like poorer people, people from slums, orphanages, people with learning disabilities, and so forth. And I hope to do my best to help them and to do their best. And also, I hope to talk about, I know I've been talking about it for a while, but I hope to talk about some of my patterns and habits, and including like why I do things in list form and things like that. Yeah, because of my memory, it helped me to organise myself and things like that. So I hope to get round eventually, hopefully in May, possibly on a Wednesday or a Thursday, talking about my patterns and habits as soon as I get the chance. So I'm hoping to think through that and go through and do the best I can at doing that. Number 7, I hope that God will bless my work and writing and help me to do the best I can and be happy and joyous with my writing, and also how be positive and proud that will help other people. So I hope God will bless my writing as much as possible, and help me to keep it safe, my notebooks and things like that, and help me to share my ideas with other people in the best possible way. And I hope God will bless Asian writers and authors and poets and things like that, especially from Asia itself, as well as the diaspora. And I hope for the diaspora to help people in Asia to become writers, authors, poets, and to encourage people who might not believe they can do it to be able to do it, to become writers, as I say, and poets and so forth, and also to promote their writing and their work and their expressions, and connect together, network together. 8, I hope to have that passion for my writing and my work, and to have a vision for what I want to achieve, and be a bit more organised and trying to put that practice into the best possible use, and as I say, achieve my potential, and things like that. Number 9, as I hope to network and create networks for Asian writers across Asia, and where they'll share things with each other as well, information and ideas and advice to empower each other's nations as well. And number 10, I hope to support the youngest, possibly find out if I can some way the youngest writers. I've tried to look into like the youngest writers, authors, poets, artists and things like that from Asia, and I hope to promote their work. I think that covers everything for now. So I'd love to know what you think. Did I do a good job? Have I managed to avoid repetition a bit in this video? Am I improving or transgressing or whatever you think? I'd love to know. Anyway, I hope you're reaching your full potential and doing all you can, always putting in 100% in everything you do. Thanks for watching my videos, if you do so, and for any likes and shares and things like that as ever. Go try and stop waffling. Peace and love.